Greetings, pod fans. It is day 5 of Pod Fajita. Pod videos himself every day in April. It's raining. I've just finished training, so I think it's a good time to talk about my favourite podcast. Surely I can get in the light. That'd be good. So my favourite podcast is something by the name of Dungeons and Daddies, not a BDSM podcast. And if you've been watching for a while, you may remember that I started listening to this during Pod Fajita in 2022. Yeah, so I've been listening to it for about 2 years now, which is absolute madness. It is a Dungeons and Dragons actual play podcast, so you're just listening to people playing Dungeons and Dragons, and they're being funny and they're doing things. So they just finished season 2, which is a big thing for me. So season 1 is like the famous one. It's the easiest one to explain because it's Dungeons and Daddies. It's 4 dads who get transported into the Forgotten Realms, which is the D&D world, on a quest to save their sons, to find their sons, bring back their sons, and all of that. So then season 2 is the grandkids of the original dads, which it's a whole other thing. And the reason that the second season finishing recently was a big thing for me is because when I started listening, all of season 1 was done. I was able to binge the entire thing, and that was, it was great. It's amazing. I love the story. It's absolutely perfect. It's perfection. It's beautiful, but I was just able to go start to finish. Whereas with season 2, I think there might have been 4 or 5 episodes out when I eventually got up to date. I think it only took me 2 weeks to get up to date, but by the time I got up there was maybe 4 or 5 episodes released. So for the past 2 years, I've been listening to this episode by episode every 2 weeks. There have been breaks and stuff like that, but I have been listening to them as they come out. And to have stuck with something like that, and to have slowly gotten to know these characters, not in a bingy way, which is how I consume most media. A lot of the time I'll just watch things when it's done. It was very cool. So I think it was 2 weeks ago. It was Tuesday 2 weeks ago that it ended. The last episode came out, and I was on the way to the gym, and I had a little cry to myself. Just had a bit of an emotional moment, because it was just oh, we're done with them, and they just finished it in a beautiful way. There were just things that just hit me, and I was like, you know what? Good. I'm allowed to cry, and that's cool. Big boys can cry. But yeah, it's a very cool podcast. I absolutely love it. I adore it. Link, Scary Taylor, and Normal are beautiful. I'll always absolutely love the original dads, but just because I watched season 2 as it came out, that's a huge thing for me, and I am very excited for what they do next, because it's one of the few things that I have felt the need to support on Patreon. I have memberships to all these things, but for this group of people, I'm just interested in everything they do. Every time they do a Patreon bonus and stuff like that, I'm engaged, I'm loving it, I'm listening, I'm re-listening, and yeah, I think they're just a great group of people. I think the way that they work together just works really well. And yeah, it's cool. It's cool to have gone through, 2 years of listening to this exact same thing, and for that story to have ended. So yeah, if you're looking for a Dungeons and Dragons podcast to listen to in your spare time and all that kind of stuff, Dungeons and Daddies is 100% my pick. I will recommend it to anyone who will listen, which, that's just a thing. That's just how things work. But yeah, it's a good day. It's definitely Friday. I'm just after finishing training on Thursday. Whoa, shh, don't tell anyone. Shh. It went well. I did squats, I did bench. I'm a little tired. It's raining a lot right now, a lot. It was kind of scary coming home, but we made it. We're good. I'm going to go eat food, but I'm trying to record these in a way and edit them so that it comes up during the day rather than coming out late at night. Up until the point that I stop being able to. So yeah, that is today. Today is done. I will talk to you all tomorrow for another one. We'll see what we'll do. There's powerlifting competition on over the weekend that I'm going to be trying to go to, so maybe we'll have some chats about that. But yeah, I hope you're having a great day. Hope you're living, loving, and life and all of that. Live, laugh, love, all of those cool things. Cool. Okay, bye-bye, Sloan.